Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are doing well. Today we have a little bit of news, and it's very random but also interesting at the same time. Now I'm going to quickly go over that, but there are a lot of discussions that I want to have pertaining to the announcement of this, because it's what's wild, just kind of the track record and everything that's been going on. So let's quickly hop into this so we can get to that. Now, they are doing another Iron Man for some reason. It is Mark 85, but to quickly say, they are renaming it to 5 years later, 2023 edition, the Infinity Saga. One thing that immediately went through my mind, because there's really no reason to rename it that long unless they're going to use it as a brand for other stuff. I'm thinking maybe they're doing something similar to what Hasbro, the Marvel Legends line was doing with the Infinity Saga, picking out various characters, to put into a package and cool accessories, a cool little box, right? Like they did that with Quicksilver. I want to say Captain America from Infinity War. They've done it with Ironmonger and Obadiah Stane and various other characters, Surtur, Odin, all that stuff. So I could see them doing something similar here with their line, and maybe picking out characters that either are old and may need an update, or releasing characters that never got that figure, or characters new entirely that they've never announced before and maybe feel like it'll do well in the market. Now, the problem I have with that is that they've already been failing at properly releasing characters like heroes and villains together. So the current stuff that's been coming out, we have no new updates on. The old stuff like last year didn't come with villains for the most part. So it's like, do I think that this is cool? Yes. But do I think that they should be doing it right now? No. Because there's just no reason to jump into it right now. You have so many other things you could be doing. But they did throw in this little side comment there. You could see Figuarts revives again in 2023. Now, we already know that Figuarts does really well in the anime section, and probably really well with Super Sentai. I forget the other one. There's some other stuff, and I'll probably look at it when we get to this other page to talk about. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they do that does do really well generally. Monster arts and all that stuff. The Marvel and Star Wars stuff seems to be kind of on the downside, and I think that's what they're kind of referencing here is it revives again, so they're gonna try to make it better overall for those type of lines like Marvel. And I guess we'll see, but to quickly go into the other topics that I want to talk about. So they've announced things already that for this year have had no update. Now, Ant-Man had this announcement back in February, almost a little over a month ago, and the movie's been out for a while now at this point. So where's the update? Now, you could be fair. You could say that the Jonathan Major situation, maybe somewhere in the last little week or two or whatever, caused them to be like, let's hold off because, we don't know what's going on over there with the situation here. But there's also the possibility that they're not even doing a Kang. So what is even stopping them from announcing this Ant-Man going up for pre-order? And that's another thing that bothers me a little bit, is that he's going up for pre-order on April 6th. So that's relatively soon, in the next week. And characters that have already been showcased or announced have had no update. And it's just really random for them to do that. And you can see a lot of people are kind of burnt out of Iron Mans. But some people, you'll see here, happy that they never got the old one. They're happy that they have this to come because they never got the old ones. And they're benefiting by getting a newer one, maybe have better articulation, maybe some cleaner or cooler accessories. I guess we'll see. But Iron Man from Tamashii has been pretty well overall. The likeness is probably the better ones that they've done, so there's that as well. Again, they've shown off the Green Goblin, no update. I'm assuming it's going to end up being like the Final Battle Edition Thanos and that kind of price range. But I don't know anything about when this guy is coming out. And he's an anticipated character now. You've got the villain. You've got the heroes, the 3 Spider-Men coming. So naturally, you want them to have a villain to fight. I already know that they're not going to be making all those other villains like Sandman, Electro, and Doc Ock. I just really can't see them doing Doc Ock at all either. So Green Goblin is the one that makes the most sense. probably the easier one to do, and the one that probably sells the best out of all of them. So yeah, but let's hope that he comes out, because I mean, again, for them to release a hero with no villain is just kind of blasphemy. You know, it would suck if this was the case for Ant-Man, because I mean, Ant-Man as a character is cool, but I don't know if this character, this figure right now from Quantumania, is enough for people to say, you know, that already have an Ant-Man, for example, to say I want another one, because maybe they value the older design. You know, the designs don't change too much, but they're not necessarily enough to be like an attention grabber, I feel, in my opinion. Considering that these are nanotech suits, and Twitter has been complaining about MCU using nanotech and all that crazy stuff. You know, Twitter complains a lot. But anyways, there's more to talk about. Quickly, I just want to bring this up too. They have this vote going on, and this is kind of what I was talking about a little earlier. You know, Ultraman Kamen Rider, I think it was, that I was looking for. All the other lines, this is all Western type stuff, live action. And I mean, they brought this vote back. There's really not a lot to choose from. And just a side note, it does end on the the announcement is on the 28th for who won from each category, and the vote ends on like the 16th. Yeah. So this is what you got to choose from. You've got Scarlet Witch, Hulkbuster, etc. Not a lot to choose from here. I mean, I think these are either all exclusives or something like that. I know that this Scarlet Witch was exclusive. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on Premium Bandai before. But if that was the case, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that was on Premium Bandai that I don't see on here. So I don't know. But, you know, there's really not a lot to choose from. But you do see the majority of this is Iron Man based. You know, there are a few Thors and like a Falcon, T'Challa, but I think that a lot of people, as much as they might want something from here, may not really care about this older stuff unless it gets updated articulation, which I'm not too sure it would. So, anyways, yeah, that's going on. I don't know how that affects anything going forward for the SH Figuarts Marvel line as a whole, because maybe this is a good way for them to see, like, Iron Man is not necessarily the most desirable out of the bunch, and they could try to do other characters. Because I do want to say, like, Scarlet Witch, you know, has been a very popular character since, I would want to say Age of Ultron, but I've definitely seen the surge more so since Civil War into WandaVision. It like just kept going up and up and up. So it is odd that we've not gotten a new figure for her. And this is the other point that I want to make, talking about the movies that had releases for figures last year. You know, people really liked Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Don't believe everything you see on Twitter, by the way. I mean, there's more people than Twitter, you know, that have different opinions. But that movie was fairly liked, and I mean, there was a lot of material to pull from. So why didn't they make a Scarlet Witch to go with the Doctor Strange that they released last year? Why didn't they make another Doctor Strange, Sinister Strange, or whatever you guys called that one, with the Darkhold and the alternate universe or whatever? The Illuminati, you could have made Black Bolt, the alternate Captain Marvel. Heck, you could have even made Charles, and I'm sure people would have bought that, even if it was just articulated upper body in a chair. Baron Mordo, I mean, there's a whole bunch of options that they had that they just didn't do for some reason. And I mean, I think it makes the release of the hero lackluster more when they don't have anything to put the hero with. Most people are not going to feel like the desire to go buy like Shang-Chi. As cool as a character as he can be and how amazing the movie was visually, you know, and story-wise, to some people, not having Wenwu as a figure to come out with it was very odd, you know, and they've shown that there was a Wenwu, so it's not like it was just a speculation thing like, oh, maybe we will. No, there was a Wenwu. Literally right here you can see that. So it's just weird decisions overall. And I mean, hopefully that this can be something to rejuvenate and reboot, and they can do Marvel better, and all the teases that they've shown so far can be a good step forward. But I don't know, it's hard to say, because they kind of dropped the ball with Western live action stuff, in my opinion, at least for Star Wars and Marvel. So I guess we shall see. But there's a lot of this Tech-On stuff that they still haven't done yet. Don't know why they didn't do it yet. I don't know why they did the Venomized Wolverine before just doing Wolverine. That was kind of dumb in my opinion, but I know people liked it, so I'm not going to say that it's horrible. I just would have preferred the original first. But you've got Vision here. WandaVision was a great series that people loved despite its problems later on in the season. But it was great overall. People loved New Vision. They loved seeing the, current old Vision that we're all used to. And the show being a mystery and all this other stuff. It was popular. I don't know why they didn't do it. It's crazy. This figure right here, just, it's cool looking. It's simple, but it's cool looking. This one could have gone and been used for a Civil War display, Age of Ultron display, Infinity War display, WandaVision display, but they didn't do it. It's just very weird. I could get something like this. Maybe they just don't see the popularity there, considering his screen time in this suit was not that long. I can understand that, but for some of these other things that have been teased, is just crazy to me that it hasn't come out yet. There's more than this list, by the way. There's stuff like the Winter Soldier. There's the Captain America from the final battle of Captain America, Winter Soldier. There's the first Avenger, Captain America. There's so much there that has not been released. Groot, Rocket. Too many characters that have not come out. Too many villains that have not come out. So all I can say to this, what they're doing here with this, the Infinity Saga, 5 years later, 2023 edition, all I can say is don't drop the ball. If you're going to do this, keep it balanced and choose characters that people actually may want. Choose villains that people have wanted. Don't just keep redoing the same characters. You can redo Thor all you want to. You can redo Captain America all you want to. But definitely still sprinkle in, and I may have sounded redundant just saying that now, but still, you need to sprinkle in other characters that have not had the chance to kind of shine in the spectacle here. You know what I mean? There's just a lot when it comes to this. So that's really all I have to say about it. I'm trying to not keep this video super long. I wanted to keep it more short-winded, but when it comes to a topic like this, I do have to go into a deeper discussion about it just because the history Tamashii has with Western live-action MCU stuff, at least, has not always been great. So you guys let me know down below. Are you excited for this new Iron Man? I definitely will be interested to check it out. I do hope that it's new and it has a better, set of accessories maybe, or just better articulation overall. New articulation if they found such ways to do that. But if it's literally just one of the older ones that have already released, I mean, that's already a L to me. You know what I mean? So hopefully it's all good. If they do also do another Thanos, I do think that that's a good thing, as that Thanos, the final battle version right now, goes for about 150 or so. That's a lot, and some people sell higher. But if you find it for anybody selling it for under 150, good luck, and hip hooray for you, because you don't necessarily see people always kind of lowballing themselves like that. But yeah, anyways, hopefully it all goes well. You guys let me know down below. Are you excited? Will you be purchasing? And yeah, are there any other SH Figuarts Marvel characters that haven't released that you want, or any characters you would hope that they pick from the Infinity Saga to create, since potentially, like I said in the beginning of this video, they could be doing the same thing that Marvel Legends is doing with the entirety of the Infinity Saga and choosing characters to do. If I had to pick one off the top of my head before we end this video, definitely going to say it's have to be the final battle version of Ultron. That one is cool, and I think that it could do really well as a figure. Not to mention, I really think that they could do some cool die casting on it. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's Kong related for SH Figuarts stuff, third party, stuff like that, or Demi Fit related. But if not, hopefully it's just regular news. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.